Forget everything you know about PlayStation exclusives. This year, it rewrites the rules. Now, exclusivity is just competition between consoles, and a PC release is almost always inevitable. In this video, we'll look at all true and console-only PS5 exclusives for 2025 and 2026, with confirmed release dates or years. Games you can play now or soon. Expect Game of the Year contenders, scandals, gameplay instead of trailers, and straight facts. What's up, guys? It's Respawnverse, and here we go. Great news for PS5 and PC owners. We finally have confirmation for the long-awaited Phantom Blade Zero. After many delays in preliminary dates, the game is now officially set to release in fall 2026. Many gamers are genuinely looking forward to this one, and hopefully it won't disappoint. Developer S-Game isn't positioning Phantom Blade Zero as a traditional Souls-like game, but rather as an innovative genre they call a wuxia action game. This highlights a dynamic and cinematic combat style inspired by martial arts films. They've even coined the term Kung Fu Punk, blending kung fu with steampunk and cyberpunk elements in a dark fantasy world reminiscent of the Ming Dynasty era. Gameplay promises to be fast and fluid with high attack frequency, feeling like a playable kung fu movie. Players will be able to perform wall running, teleport behind enemies, and execute spectacular cinematic finishers. The game is built on Unreal Engine 5, allowing for impressive visuals. Early impressions from demos have been largely positive, with players praising the smooth performance on PS5 and the combat choreography. Some players at Gamescom found the game not challenging enough. In response, a developer created a new extreme mode that overhauls enemy AI, making fights feel more like PvP. This mode unlocks only after the first playthrough. Recently, the studio even had to refute controversial anti-Xbox comments attributed to one of their staff, hinting that an Xbox port might still be possible. Also in 2026, we're getting a new Marvel fighting game, Marvel Tokon Fighting Souls. This title is being developed by Arc System Works, the studio known for Guilty Gear and Dragon Ball FighterZ. Arc aims to make the combat system more approachable while maintaining depth. The game features a 4v4 team battle format, a significant departure from the traditional 3v3 or 2v2 setups seen in other Marvel fighting games. This format allows players to seamlessly switch between characters, creating new levels of synergy and tactical possibilities. The visual style is rendered in a Japanese animation aesthetic, giving familiar Marvel heroes and villains a fresh look. For instance, Iron Man's armor is inspired by mecha anime, and Captain America's voice lines are directed to sound triumphant, like a shonen protagonist. The game will feature iconic characters like Doctor Doom and Ghost Rider, as well as lesser-known heroes such as Ms. Marvel and Star-Lord. The inclusion of X-Men and Fantastic Four characters like Storm and Doom is notable, given their absence in Marvel vs. Capcom Infinite. The game will release on PS5 and PC. The world's premier courier simulator is back, but not quite how you remember it. Death Stranding 2, On the Beach, has finally arrived. More accurately, it's no longer just a courier simulator. The game is far more expansive, and compared to the first installment, easier to get into. Deliveries now take a back seat to significantly expanded mechanics and new gameplay possibilities, including stealth action, more weapons and upgrades, open-world anomalies, and even a customizable playlist of tracks. I never considered the first game a courier simulator, because I played it, and it's much deeper than it appears. That melancholic, dark, and apocalyptic vibe, set to a haunting soundtrack, made it feel like a form of meditation. It's a game I truly remembered. This release is definitely worth recommending, while PC players are stuck in a boring waiting game. I'm not a fan of including beautiful cinematic shots without gameplay in videos, but unfortunately for Saros, all we have so far is a cinematic trailer. Announced at the State of Play in February 2025, Saros is being developed by Finnish studio Housemarque, known for Returnal. It's not a direct sequel, but a spiritual successor, taking third-person roguelite elements and placing them in a new setting. In this game, every death isn't an end, but part of progression. The world of Carcosa, a lost off-world colony under an ominous eclipse, changes after each demise, allowing the protagonist to return stronger. Ghost of Yotei is the second pure exclusive on our list, and like Death Stranding 2, It's highly anticipated. Developed by Sucker Punch Productions, the creators of Ghost of Tsushima, this new adventure is set 300 years later, focusing on Atsu, a survivor seeking revenge against the Yotei 6, a group of criminals who murdered her family. Unlike the first game's linear narrative, Ghost of Yotei will let players choose the order of their targets, giving the game an open structure. Atsu isn't limited to one katana. Trailers and the official page confirm dual katanas, kusarigama, odachi, rifles, and spears. New combat abilities include unblockable strikes and disarming enemies, and players will need to train under sensei NPCs to unlock them. Each member of the Yotei 6 wields different weapons, suggesting you may gain these after defeating them. Redate October 2nd, 2025. PS5 only. For true PlayStation fans, and those who love to vent in the comments, here's your third and final pure PS5 exclusive of 2025, Code Violet, a dinosaur survival horror game from Team Kill Media, set to release in July 2025. Openly inspired by Dino Crisis, you'll play as Violet Sinclair, navigating a complex overrun by velociraptors, a T-Rex, and even a giant crocodile. Controversially, the developers explicitly stated they are skipping a PC release to avoid vulgar mods of characters, citing a desire to protect their voice actors and artistic vision. This drew backlash, especially since their debut trailer featured PC gameplay. A unique fear system is implemented. Violet's mental state influences how she perceives threats, adding a psychological element. Early reactions were mixed, with concern over the graphics and visual polish. However, 2 months before release, the team uploaded a nearly 20-minute gameplay video, a rare, bold move. This one's a bit of a wild card. Concord, developed by Firewalk Studios, was initially met with skepticism when it was revealed in early 2024. The game was criticized for looking like a Guardians of the Overwatch Galaxy clone, and honestly, that wasn't entirely unfair. But since then, public opinion has shifted. The developers went on record stating that the early trailers didn't represent the full scope of the game. Instead of just a hero shooter, Concord is being positioned as a narrative multiplayer experience, where the story evolves weekly through episodic missions and cutscenes. Think Fortnite meets Mass Effect. Concord launches August 23rd, 2025 on PS5 and PC, with full crossplay. 007 First Light isn't just a spy thriller. It's the rebirth of a legend. The world's most iconic secret agent returns, but not exactly how you remember him. 007 First Light is here, and while it pays homage to the Bond legacy, it dares to chart a bold new direction. This isn't just about tuxedos and martinis anymore. The game blends cinematic storytelling with tactical espionage, dynamic gunplay, and stealth mechanics that rival the best in the genre. Customization now plays a bigger role than ever. Gadgets can be upgraded, your approach can be tailored to suit your style, and missions offer branching paths with consequences. The world is alive, reactive, and stunningly detailed. This isn't just another action game. It's a cinematic experience, a masterclass in immersion, and a love letter to espionage. If you want to know the most underrated games that deserved a chance, then I guess I have something for you. Make sure you watch it.